Friends, we are going to start a new text today, but we have the same focus, comparing and contrasting. So read it after me. I can compare. And contrast. The characters in the text. Yeah, today we're going to read a short text, and we're going to compare two characters along with answering some text questions with evidence. Okay?
To review, compare and contrast, you guys fill in the highlighted words. Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm looking at theater seating. I see a lot of theater seating. Okay. When you
Compare
analyze and discuss the
similarities
between at least two people, places, events, or things. Okay, that's compare. When you analyze and discuss the
differences
between at least two people, places, events, or things.
All right. And friends, we talked yesterday about some great comparing words. It looks like you made a list. I want you to track over here. Let's read through our list that you guys came up with yesterday of comparing words.
All right. So some phrases we could use are both are blank.
both are
There
blank.
you go. Okay. Next one. You could say are similar because.
Are similar
You
because
could say likewise.
likewise
Right. To talk about how they're similar. Likewise, the second thing or person or place is similar. Blank and blank both blank.
blank and blank both blank.
Good. Blank is like blank because.
Blank is like blank because
Okay. You could also say, finally, you could say blank and blank are alike because.
blank and blank are alike because
So a lot
Awesome.
of different ways to compare things, people, places, things that are similar.
Awesome. And then it looks like right next to that we have our list of contrasting words that we started 2 days ago. And so I'm going to have you read them after me. These are some words that we can use in between our two ideas, people that we're comparing. So we're going to say, however,
however
on the other hand,
on the other hand
are different because,
are different because
but
but
is different than.
is different than.
Yeah, nice. Today we're going to add at least one new word, and we're going to add it to our chart in just a second. The word we're going to use to contrast or say how they are different is whereas. What's the word?
Whereas
An iguana has legs.
whereas
A snake does not. It tells how they are different. Okay, so we're going to add whereas to our list. And then we're also going to practice comparing. So we're putting these two different functions, two different things that we're doing together today. So we're going to look at a picture in just a sec, two pictures, and we're going to compare and contrast. So we're going to try using alike. What's the word?
alike
And I actually see it already in your list of comparing words. We're going to say an iguana and a snake are
alike
because they both are reptiles. And because we're going to compare and then contrast, we added this word here. What word is this, friends?
however
Yeah, because in our first sentence, you're going to tell someone a comparison. And then in the second sentence, you're going to tell them a contrasting observation. So we're going to use however in order to transition between those two ideas. Then you're going to give your contrast with whereas. Exactly. I'm going to give an example of what this will look like. And then Mr. Brandt, you want to give an example as well? Okay, so we're going to say, you can say picture 1, picture 2. You could also just describe what you see. I'm going to describe what I see. So I'm going to say the mansion and the tent are alike because they both have windows. However, the mansion can fit many people and has many rooms, whereas the tent can fit less people and only has one room. All right, Mr. Brandt.
All right. The mansion and the tent are alike because in both places you can spend the night. However, the mansion has a hard, solid roof on it, whereas the tent has a soft roof on it.
All right, my friends. When you have your one compare and one contrast, I want you to hold up a 2. This is your think time. Okay. We are going to share with pencils in the middle. That means As you share at your table, you'll put your pencil in the middle to tell us that you've been able to share a comparison and a contrasting sentence, okay? Any questions about what you're going to do with your table mates? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. If anyone's missing, just move to the next number. And at the end, we'll call one person from each table. We'll pick a number, and you're going to stand up and share out. All right, number ones, you're going to start. Ready, set, go.
The camp or the tent is
And
and the mansion are alike because you can stay in them. However, the tent in the mansion or the tent.
Yeah.
Tent, whereas
nope, you'd say what's special and unique about the tent? The tent.
tent is movable, whereas the mansion can't move.
Perfect. Pencils in the middle. You leave it there. All right. All right, friends. I can tell most of our friends have shared. Show Pax if you're done. Mr. Brandt, what number are we going to hear from today?
Let's go number 2.
If you are number 2, quietly and quickly stand up. We're going to start with Logan.
So the mansion and the tent are alike because they both have roofs over their heads. However, the mansion is in a boring old forest, whereas the tent is in a luscious, beautiful place where you can actually get hit by waves and
Yeah, it's that you notice the difference in their location, right? The tent's on the beach, looks beautiful, whereas our mansion's in the forest. Thank you, Logan. Today, at the end of our cold read, after you've answered the text questions, you're going to need to compare and contrast our characters on Seesaw. And today you're going to make sure that we back up our observation, our idea, with text. So we'll go over what that might look like.
With a partner, you're going to read Vaquero the Cowboy. Okay? At the end, on the back, there's questions. Right? You'll see that when you get to question 5, it says Seesaw. So you're going to go to Seesaw, you're going to log on, and you're going to have a page that looks like this, a template. And on that, you're going to quote your line and the actual quote from the text that proves your answer, which is going to be down here. You're going to be comparing, today you're going to be comparing Greg and his great-grandfather. Okay? Today you're going to be comparing. Are you going to be comparing or contrasting today?
Comparing.
You're going to be comparing. We're really going to be using these types of frames, and the sentence frames are here in Seesaw. Okay? So for example, you would say, both Greg and his, I don't want to give you any answers yet, but both Greg and his great-grandfather are, right? And I would explain that here. The because on this one would be up here. According to the text on line 56, the author said, and then in quotes, you would pull the actual quotation. You can copy, when it's in quotation marks, you're going to copy that line and type it in. Okay?
And friends, just a reminder, as you're going through and answering the other text questions, when we find evidence to support the multiple choice, what do we do in the text? Underline. So those are the exact words from the author that you are using as your evidence. So you could even underline in your text, and then that's what you're going to put in here, the exact words that the author said. Okay? And then you're going to say what that means about how they are the same or similar. Okay? And you're going to come up with 2 examples.